Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason if you don't already know me, and this is my 1987 Buick Turbo T WE4, one of 1,547 made by Buick in '87. Ever since I was a little boy, I fell in love with the Grand Nationals once I knew what they were, and always wanted one. Back in '06, I believe, I was able to pick this one up, and I've owned it ever since, and it's been fun. It's been, painful at times, but overall, I love this car and will probably never sell it. I love the fact that it's black, had blackout trim. It was blacked out before blacking out your trim and your wheels was actually cool. And one of the things that I love are the taillights. The taillights and the back end of the car just look so menacing to me. And one of the things that came out not too long ago were LED taillights. And I actually ended up purchasing a set, but never went to the trouble of installing them just because I didn't feel like taking apart my taillights, doing all the wiring, and it just was not an easy process. And I actually thought about paying someone to do it and just never made the move. So I was recently reached out to by a company local to me here in South Jersey by the name of LEDGlow RestroLights. And their division had created LED taillights for the Buick Regals. So let me turn them on real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. They look so good. I love how bright they are, even in the daytime. At night, you could see these miles and miles away. One of the great things about these taillights is they are complete LED strips from one end of the taillight to the reverse light. There are reflectors in the taillights, and LEDGlow RestroLights actually does away and puts solid LED boards through each side. And one of the great things I love is they're customizable, so you can change the way that they light up when you step on the brake or hit the turn signal. So right now I have mine so that they trail from the inside out. I just like the way that looks. But there's actually 10 different settings, and from what I understand, it's not very hard to change them. They include a little screwdriver, and all you have to do is take out the one pin that holds the taillights in, and inside there is a little board. You just take the screwdriver, you can click it over, and you got to do it to both sides so that they're similar, so you've got them traveling the same way when you make your turn signal or indicator moves. But they are awesome, and I'm over the moon with the way they turned out. LEDGlow has not paid me or sponsored me. They have not seen this video, and basically had no say over the content that I brought to you guys. They did, however, offer the taillights and the install for free, which I thank them, but overall, they're amazing. I would have paid for these out of pocket, and the install is actually a lot easier than the other type of LED taillights that are out there on the market today. So overall, totally ecstatic with the way they look. So I'm gonna pull the car out. We're gonna go for a little ride, and we're just gonna chat some more and just enjoy this nice day. It's about 50 degrees and sunny here. Spring is here. The weather's starting to get warmer, and I'm really looking forward to all of the automotive and car things that are be coming up here this spring and summer. So let's pull the car out. We'll go for a little ride and hang out together. So listen, guys, do me a favor. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button below. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and most of the viewers that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you're watching it, click the subscribe button. It helps me. Hit that like, and let's go for a ride. M1, only the best. All right, she's topped off with alky. Let's roll. We're live. So the funny story is, I actually went to go shoot this video probably about 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, and the car broke down on me. Literally, when I was out cruising, shooting this same video, me and my son were out. It was a nice day, and the car just literally cut off on me. Went to go pass a car, and it felt ignition related to me. Reason why I say that is because this car's been riddled, hampered with ignition problems, and I thought maybe it was the TR6 box, which I had since installed, and I worked on it yesterday, reset the cam sensor, used the TR6 and the cam sensor tool by Casper's to check it, and cam sensor, oh, there goes my camera. There we go, stay. So the cam sensor was fine. Got it started and it was running, but it threw a bunch of check engine lights. When I say a bunch, I mean probably 7 or 8 or 9. It was like 12, 13, 14. There was a 15, a 53, a 54, 55, a 35, and it was bouncing between all of them. So I knew something was wrong. I went ahead and checked the battery because I know low voltage on the battery tends to cause problems. In the process of unscrewing the cam sensor cap, I dropped one of the screws into where the alternator bolts in. So I actually took the alternator out to get that screw. Luckily I got it. Put the alternator. So my first thought was just check, make sure everything was, you know, voltage wise fine. Alternator was showing a solid 14.2. Battery was showing like 14.9. So I knew that was good. And I reached out to a couple buddies, and I was brainstorming, and I said, maybe the ECM, let me check that. Why not, you know? So I jump into the passenger side floorboard with the stock ECM I have with the power logger board attached to it, and sure enough, I'm looking and it looks like the kick panel was disturbed. And when I mean like it wasn't fully, you know, screwed in, it looked like someone may have tapped it or kicked it. So I said, let me just take the ECM out, because they said check the ECM, check your grounds. So I checked some grounds, they looked good. Checked the ECM, and sure enough, that probably was it. I undid the ECM, I took it out, unplugged it. I unplugged the EEPROM chip from Turbo Tweak, and everything looked fine. There was nothing like telltale, but again, who knows? So I literally made sure all of the connections were tight, made sure all the plugs were seated into the ECM, put that back together, and don't you know, sure enough, fired it up and it was running fine. I took it on a 25-30 minute ride last night, and no issues. So here we are today, fixed. It seems to be running really well. I did put some alky in it. I have a leaking pump, which I'm going to reach out to Julio over at Alky Control. From what I understand, they've updated the pumps, so there's no longer the relay or the pressure sensor that sits on top of the pump. From what I understand, they've moved it, so you're going to put it, I think, after the filter. So long story short, it's an updated pump. I believe it's a little bit cheaper from what I've been told. So I'm going to reach out to Julio tomorrow and see if we can get that ordered, because I did drive yesterday, only went up to like 12, 13 pounds of boost because I didn't want to get into knock and have any issues with the alky not running. So yeah, everything seems to be running good. I know the alky I put in there is going to leak out. I'm not too concerned with that. I know for a fact that you know, it's definitely leaking. It's not like a loose line. I believe it's coming from the pump. So either way, we'll get that straightened out. I actually have a driver's side header that I've been meaning to install. One of my good buddy Mike Ripso, shout out to him. He actually welded up and gusseted the primaries between 3 and 5, because the header I have on here now is just, it's cracked, it's been repaired several times, so it's time to do something with it, and that was replacing it. So I'm going to go ahead and get that on, and I'm going to be ready to roll for spring. I'm really looking forward to it. The car should be spool up a lot quicker, because I know for a fact that this setup takes a long time to spool, and with that exhaust leak, it is not helping. I have a 66 ball bearing, old school turbo technology, but you know, it doesn't spool as fast as the double ball bearing billet ones, but it does the job. Once it's up and moving, it you know, it rolls, it makes some steam. So if I can get that fixed up, I think I should be good to go. Alright, so I was attempting to go up to the top of the parking garage, but it looks like it is blocked off, and I'm not going to be the one to get blamed for disrupting those cones. So looks like we will not be shooting from the top of the parking garage, but I saw a cool spot back here with enough light. I'm going to grab my camera and maybe snap some pictures of the view. One of the things that I didn't mention previously is they actually, in the kit, they include a flasher, because with the LED tails, if you do not replace it with the flasher they provide, your front marker lights are going to blink quickly. So it's important that you install that. And they also supply the LED reverse bulbs as well. So, I mean, the kit is top notch. The wiring, it's solid. Everything looks good, and I've actually got a couple compliments since I've had them in for a little bit and didn't have a chance to make this video. That, you know, people just love the way they look, and they honestly, they perform so well. And I'm going to put a link to the description for the taillights on their website where you can buy them in the description below. They actually have a install video, so anybody can do it at their home with basic tools. If you got a little bit of wiring knowledge, it should not be a problem for you. And again, it'll probably take you a couple hours on an afternoon, and the look is just primo. And if I can recommend one thing, it'd be, while the taillights are out and you have the trim off of them, gotta hit them with some polish. I would say do some, you know, Meguiar's, you know, light polish, whether you have an orbital or you want to do it by hand. Either way will improve the lenses some, so they're, you know, even shinier and looking good. So one tip I can recommend is definitely go ahead and give them a nice little polish when you have an opportunity to, because it'll make it look just that much better. They're offering you guys a discount code. Use this code and you will be able to get a little bit of savings on these taillights, so that you can get them installed in your car. And it looks just great. You're not cutting wires where you can't go back to stock if that's your thing. So keep that in mind. You know, you're splicing in, but you're not cutting off wires or connectors that go into your original taillights. And again, it's not hard. Definitely go ahead and check them out, and let's keep rolling. From what I understand, they are working on the front ambers, so I will probably know that as soon as they hit the market. That would be great if they could match around. And they're also working on the third brake light too. So they're gonna work on that. and the front ones, so that will be LED all the way around and it'll look good. So coming soon, but check them out. Links in the description below of the video and the link to purchase them. Thanks, LEDGlow. I appreciate you guys. It's about 21 pounds. That felt good. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Just grabbed some more drone footage. Almost put the drone on the ground by accident, by bumping a tree, and luckily bounced out and found its bearings and didn't crash and fall to the ground and break in a million pieces. So I'm happy about that. Unfortunately, it happens sometimes when I'm trying to shoot some videos, and you just have little mishaps like that. So you got to be careful when flying these things. But thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor, if you made it this far, hit that like button, hit subscribe. It helps the channel, and if you ring the bell, you'll get notifications that when I post new videos. So that'll be cool. And thanks again to the folks over at LEDGlow RestroLights for hooking me up with those super dope tail lights. And I hope you guys like them as much as I do. Check out their link with the information below. But otherwise, that's it for this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, peace. See ya. I think I might roll the windows down on the way home. Let's roll out.